This video is designed to provide Sam's Club associates best practices for optimizing the effectiveness of the DymaBrush polishing system. Following these best practices will result in clean, polished, brighter floors for your club. The video will cover 7 main topics: daily preparation, tool installation, machine inspection, machine settings, daily polishing, starting grit, and blade replacement. Floor preparation. For preparation prior to starting the DymaBrush system, visually inspect the entire floor to be aware of items like rack bolts or other protrusions that might harm the brush blades during use. Additionally, sweep and remove any large debris that might be left on the floor that could potentially cause damage to the cleaning machine or the DymaBrush tools. The floor must be auto-scrubbed each day to achieve the clean, wet look shine. Brush installation. Make sure the scrubber head is raised to its up position. Line up the brush attachment or clutch plate with the drive motor to make sure the brushes are securely mounted on the brush drive hub. Machine inspection. Check to ensure the batteries are fully charged. Examine the squeegee. Make sure it is clean and pliable. Make sure the recovery and solution tanks on your machine are in good working order. Machine operation. Before operating the machine, it is important to note that the DymaBrush tools are designed for use on the sales floor only. Do not use in receiving, vestibules, sidewalks, epoxy-coated floors, or walk-in freezers. Operators should target driving the cleaning machine from 1 to 1.5 miles per hour when restoring the concrete floor. Always make sure the machine is in motion when the brushes are spinning. Never run the brushes when the machine is standing still. The club should be operating the floor scrubber with the brush down pressure set at its maximum level. The water setting should be set at medium level. Keep the scrubber's vacuum running at all times to ensure that you are picking up the water left on the floor. Daily polishing. It is important to separate the polishing process into 2 phases. Phase 1, restoration, and Phase 2, maintenance. Restoration phase. It is important that prior to starting the restoration process, that the club move any pallets, displays, or tables that can be moved. You also want to walk the section being restored prior to starting the restoration process to be sure all merchandise on the shelves is pushed in and not sticking out of the aisle. During the restoration phase, you will be restoring your floor from a dull, dirty floor to a clean, shiny finish. It is imperative that you follow the DymaBrush polishing process for it to be effective. Your DymaBrush representative has given you the number of grits you need to restore your floor. It will be anywhere from 2 to 4 steps, starting with the first grit you were given. Step 1. You will clean a small section of the club's floor, approximately 500 to 750 square feet. Clean the floor with the machine on maximum down pressure and medium water level, at a speed of 1 to 1.5 miles per hour for 45 minutes. Once you have completed the 45-minute cleaning session, your floor should be smooth and even. Now proceed to Step 2, your next grit. Do repeated passes, still going 1 to 1.5 miles per hour for 30 minutes. During the restoration phase, it is beneficial to map out the entire club and set up a daily schedule that tracks the aisles that have been restored. Always remember to routinely clean the aisles that have already been restored to maintain their polish. Step 3. Again, you'll be cleaning the section for 30 minutes. When focusing on longer, wider aisles, such as raceways, restore small sections at a time. These aisles are much larger than the individual side aisles and will take multiple days to complete. Lastly, put Step 4 on the scrubber. Clean the floor for another 30 minutes until complete. Once you have completed all the steps, that section of the club will be restored to a high shine. Make your way around the club until the entire club is restored. Be sure to move all of the items that were moved, like pallets or displays, back to their original position. Maintenance phase. During the maintenance phase, the club operator will use the final step brush, or the maintenance brush, to clean the club's floor for the entire cleaning period. It is important to clean the club floor daily with the DymaBrush maintenance tool. Continuous cleaning with the DymaBrush blades will improve the floor and keep it polished indefinitely. In the maintenance phase, it is appropriate to operate the floor scrubber at a speed of 2 to 3 miles per hour. Also, use maximum down pressure and medium water. It is imperative to use the DymaBrush blades daily, or the floor will deteriorate. Be sure to use your club's autonomous scrubber with the DymaBrush maintenance tools during each cleaning session. If aisles receive excessive traffic and begin to dull, simply make a few extra passes to restore their shine. Rinse the solution and recovery tank on the scrubber nightly and check the filter. Blade replacement. Tracking the blade life is a critical part of the polishing process. A blade is considered worn if there's no color or grit remaining on the blade. It is extremely important not to run the DymaBrush blades past the color portion, as you could potentially cause damage to your machine. Be sure you are checking the DymaBrush tools at least once a week to assess their remaining blade life. If the blades look to have approximately 1/4 inch or less of the colored portion remaining, it is time to reorder new blades. Using a number 3 Phillips screwdriver, unscrew the 4 screws on the black blade retainers. Remove and dispose of the worn-out blades. Insert the new blade in each individual blade retainer quadrant, with the flared edge pointing away, outward, through the slots in the retainer. Failure to properly install the blades will prematurely wear out the blade. Tighten the 4 screws for each retainer. Make sure all 4 retainers are fastened to the brush block. Then reinstall the brushes to the machine. If blades are low in color or completely worn, contact Sam's Club Management or DymaBrush at 855-DB Tools, or email the DymaBrush Customer Service Representative at customercare@dymabrush.com.